Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Hack That Funnel Radio. Grateful that you're here today. This is going to be a little bit different episode. So I had a potential customer reach out to me and she said, all right, that sounds great. Sounds like you know what you're doing, but how do I know you actually do this and you actually get results? So I started to talk about Hack That Funnel Radio, started to talk about all the experience that I've had, where I've worked in the past, those type of things, who I can refer her to. And she was like, well, is there anywhere that I can actually go in order to see all this? And of course, the funnel nerd says, no, I don't. I had never built my own Rapport funnel, and it's like ridiculous. You need to have this thing built. So today I'm going to walk you through the elements of what it should be set up to do because I finally got it done. And to be frank, this is not the opportunity for me to be able to show you, I'm so good at this, I'm so good at that. That's not my goal here. My goal is to give you something that you can use inside of your business, something that you can create. That's my goal here. That's what I want to give you. But one thing really quick before we get started, we're starting a contest. And so what I want you to do is make sure you like this video and subscribe, ring the bell if you want to get notifications, because once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm giving away a free ticket to Funnel Hacking Live. I actually already have the ticket. It's waiting, ready to have a name stamped on it. The question is it going to be your name or not? So if you are listening to this on iTunes or Google Play, go to YouTube, subscribe. I'm going to be pulling out of the list of subscribers, and to make sure that I know who you are, make sure you comment on one of the videos that are coming up. So subscribe and comment. And if you want one extra point, go to www.hackthatfunnelradio.com and subscribe in order to get all of the information as it comes out every single week. I have spent the last 5 years building hundreds of marketing funnels and systems for over 100 clients, and I can tell you, most of you are skipping the most important part of the funnel build. There is a secret step-by-step blueprint that makes every sales funnel profitable. What is it? That is the question, and this podcast is the answer. My name is Ben Moote, and this is Hack That Funnel Radio. So when you're building a Rapport funnel, what is it? What's its goal? And how do you actually make this thing? How complicated is it? Because in truth, a lot of us think that it's supposed to be something like a website, and we want to ignore a website. We don't want to be a website. We want goal-oriented pages. So how do we do this in a way that works best? Now, I funnel hacked a couple of people that were doing this successfully. One was actually given to me as a template, and the other one I created as a template when I was funnel hacking other funnel hackers that are selling their services really well. So I took both of these together, I've slammed them together, and this is my template. I'm going to do something very special for you. If you do go to www.hackthatfunnelradio.com, you will be able to get this template when you log into your members area. So go and log into the members area. You can download this template right now. There should be a link down below here. Just go ahead and click on that. You can download the template. This took hours to build, so just so you know, this is a lot of value. I hope you really like it, but let's hop in. The number one goal of your Rapport funnel is to get somebody to contact you. That's the whole point. So we're going to be mixing a little bit of funnel magic with website magic, just a little bit, because it does need to be a place where they can go and kind of see a brochure on you, but we want it to be goal-oriented. So the first page that I have created goes something like this. At the very top, we have my logo, and we have a couple of call to actions. We have a small navigation, and then a picture of me, just as I'm talking. This is just a fun picture, literally. It doesn't have to be something super professional. This is actually a very low quality picture that I just was able to upcycle, pretty much. And then what you want is some kind of catchy tagline, something like that. And then you want a couple of buttons above the header. The first button you're probably going to want is something that says, tell me more, where they can learn a bit about you, about your services, something like that. And then the second one is where they can apply to actually work with you. We are goal-oriented here, so we're going to focus on that goal. Now, as you scroll down, the first section that you're going to see for my specific funnel is my Rapport and work experience section. I want to show you that I know what I'm doing. And so I'm going to let other people talk. I've collected a couple of really good testimonial videos. One of them I actually showed on the podcast, if you guys saw the episode. But if you haven't, it's right here, so you can go ahead and watch it if you want. But I put this here. I put all the testimonial videos that I'd cultivated, and then I created a link to say, do you want to see my work examples, and do you want to see more funnels? And we'll get to that page in a minute. But that's just for those who are kind of unsure whether or not I'm actually reputable. Now, this person who's going through the website is like, okay, this person has worked well with people before. That sounds great. They keep scrolling down. Now, what do they see as they scroll down? Number one, they see a little about me section. Very small. I'm not going to go into how I worked ClickFunnels. I'm not going to be going into how I started my own podcast. I'm not going to go into how many years I did this. This is not a place for backstory. This is a place where I give a small snippet about myself that is goal-oriented. I talk about the goal they want and how I was able to find it. That is the reason for this section on the page. That is why they are here. They're not here to learn all about my life story. If they want to do that, they can go hop on the podcast. This is a place where they can learn really quick why I can deliver the goal that they're looking for. So keep that really small and condensed. It does not need to be big. And as you keep going, you're going to find yourself cutting and editing a lot of pieces because you really don't need it, and that's absolutely fine. Now, as we scroll down the page, you're going to see the sales copy section. This is where we start to have fun. My specific section starts with, "You've been lied to. Marketing is hard." And I do a little paragraph or two about why marketing is hard, why it works this way. You were told that software was easy. You'd be able to build a funnel in 30 minutes. But after countless hackathons, challenges, books, and additional softwares, then buying more training and trying ad after ad, something always breaks. And you begin to wonder, why is it taking so long for this to just work? Why? Because in all honesty, you missed one step. And now every step you take is destined to fail, period. And then I have one more headline in there that says, "The only way to make your funnel work is to fall in love with marketing entirely, or let someone else do it for you. And that requires a true blue funnel hack." So this is where now I get to talk about my method. Number one, I've talked about their pain, and I've described their pain that they're going through. I've gone through this pain. Like, I recognize this pain. And a lot of the people that reach out to me, either through the podcast or on Facebook, "Hey guys, you have that same pain too." And so you're just like, "I have this idea, but I really don't know. And I built it this much and now I'm stuck." That's where I see all of you. And so literally, I wrote to you right here. This is your pain point. All right. So you scroll down a little bit, you're going to be able to see my method, which I've named the funnel prospector method, because in my opinion, funnel hacking is all about prospecting in truth. If you want to be a funnel builder, you first need to go and find the gold. Find a little stream of gold and then follow that gold. That's your job. That's your job. That's it as a marketer. Everything else can be done by somebody else. But until you find that gold, the small vein of gold, yeah, you're just a miner. A true prospector finds the gold and follows the gold and makes a lot of money. So let's talk about what funnel prospecting is, in my opinion. This is on my website. You guys can see it there. And once again, the reason I'm going through this is not to puff up my chest. I'm trying to give you an example, things that you can do. So think about this. Think about how I did it. Step number one, information about me. Like small little call to action about me with some buttons. Go hire me. Like, apply now. Tell me more. You scroll down, you get some testimonials from previous clients. That's step number two. Step number three is a small about me, and step number four is a pain point sucker punch. I want to talk to this pain point and I want to get to it right away. And then we'll start to talk about my method, how I actually get those results for people. Now I split this into three separate sections. Number one, you hack. Number two, you complete. And number three, you track. It's that simple. And I give a little description on each, how I do each step, and how the experience is going to be when you start to work with me. Now, all the way through this funnel, there are going to be buttons that are call to actions. So under the Rapport section, there's a button that gives them more of my testimonials and more of my work examples for them to go and see. That's a separate page, and it has call to action buttons. You'll see call to action buttons all the way through here as well. The one that I put right underneath this section is to apply to work with me directly. Now, I want to still give a little bit of information about myself. So in order to prove the fact that I understand my method, I talked about the podcast. So I introduced the podcast, what I do, and put a button under there that says, if you want to learn more about the podcast, go check out the podcast. And then I've been getting this question a lot, so I'm like, why don't I put this in the page? Every time I start to work with somebody, they're like, well, if you know all this stuff, Ben, why don't you do this for yourself? And that's a really cool and interesting question. This is the answer that I give. I literally give it inside of here because people ask it all the time. Why in the world do you want me to hire you if you know how to do this and you could just do it for yourself? Why should I even look at you if you can't get results for yourself? That's the real question. So I show my value ladder. At the very bottom, we have the funnel prospector map. It's a free plus shipping product. Then it has a couple of upsells in there. The next step on the rung has actually not been built yet. So be quiet. That's something that's going to come in the future. Just keep an eye out for it. Okay. The third step on the rung is just to work with me. I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to work with you directly. We're going to do a funnel hack, or we're going to do a consultation, or we're going to start building the whole thing. There's a couple different things that we can do together. That's what that section is all about. And in the last section on the page, it says, so what should I do next? And there I have the 3 buttons that say, number 1, join the podcast. Number 2, get the funnel prospector map. Or number 3, let's start working together. Now that's just one page, and it should be able to be managed inside of one page. But there are going to be people who are going to see my work examples. They're going to want to see exactly what kind of services I provide. So I created 2 other types of sales pages, one for services, one for work example. We're going to walk through those really quick. So if somebody clicks on the button for my work examples and for my praise, this is what they see. So on this page, it's a very simplified navigation. I have 2 buttons at the top. Number 1 is for praise and testimonials, and the other side is for work examples and funnels. So that way you can click on whatever you want and it will scroll you to that section. Rather simple to do, but it provides the ability for them to go and see what they want to see. Now for the first section, praise and testimonials, I'm going to show you a video montage of all the people that have given me testimonials up to this point. So you're going to be able to hear from people like Dee, people like Dave, people like AJ and Jim and Shanda and Jim and Rashida and Jeannie and Nancy and all these other people actually give not just video testimonials, they give a whole bunch of text testimonials. And so you're able to see all of that. And at the bottom of that section, there's a get started button because the goal is to once again get somebody on a call. I want to close a sale. That's the goal of my entire business. And so we need to funnel them into one goal, not give them every option under the sun, funnel them into one goal. And my goal is to get on a call, right? So that's the get started button. Now, the next section down below that is the work examples and funnels. This one is a little more complicated because there are a lot of funnels. So I created 6 different categories. The first one is websites and landers. The second one is lead funnels. Third one is survey funnels. 4th is application funnels. The 5th is product funnels, which could be digital products or physical products. And the 6th one is a webinar funnel. So as you scroll down, you're able to see examples of each type of funnel. You have examples of websites and landers. You have 3 of those. And I don't just show a picture of the funnel flow, which I created in Funnelytics if you want to know. If you click on those, they actually expand out, which is really nice on desktop. But underneath that image, I put a link to each page. So that way they could see that I designed something that looks nice. I give a good, powerful product that works extremely well. That's my goal. And so I want to be able to show you the fact that I know how to make pretty and make pretty that converts. So we keep scrolling down, you're going to be able to see all these different funnels, and some of these sections have a lot of funnels. Some of these have 6 funnels. Some of them only have 3. It just kind of depends on how many I've really done. You know, I've already done 350 funnels for clients. When I whittled it down, there were like 150 that I really liked showing people. And then I had to figure out of that 150, which of those I actually wanted to present as, this is me. And so who is my brand? And that was really complicated and really hard. But these are the ones I whittled down to without making it too complicated for a customer. I don't want them to get lost in the weeds here. Now, underneath this section, I have something very important. I have a disclaimer. This disclaimer says pretty much, look, I will not guarantee your revenue results. That's not my job. You have a business. I build a funnel. Your business may suck and my funnel may work and you may not make money. Could be the other way around. Either way, it's our job to work together to figure this out. It is not my job to carry all of that result. My job is to help you as a partner to decrease the amount of time to be able to reach the goal. That's my job. And I'm going to do the very best I've got. And I talk about that. I tell them about how much I give into each job, into each client, into each business, into each funnel, how I give myself. And I talk to that and how it's personal. And business is personal to me. And your business is personal to me and how I treat that appropriately. Okay, so that disclaimer is extremely important. And then under that button, we have the Get Started button. So that way they go to the next page, which is Services. Now, the Services page is for somebody who is looking for some support, but they don't really know what I offer and what the best route is for them, or my pricing even for that matter. And so this is a way for them to be able to find my pricing and what I do in a summarized way. Now, this is actually modeled from the template that I had been given. And so this is really important. And this worked extremely well for her. And so I appreciate it. And I've plugged it into my own. So I have 4 different sections on mine. The first section that I'm able to help somebody with is consultation and management. I'm here to help consult you through your funnel build in order to work with you. I tell you what's involved, what the process is, and what the average price is. Then we go to a full sales funnel production. What does it cost to get your build done, and what is my process once again, and what kind of things can we do together? The third one that we talk about is your online business management. If it was my job to get all this up and to manage your business, this is the cost and this is the way I do it. Like taking on that much responsibility is a lot. And I tell you how much that is worth to me because you're trusting me with your brand. I want to make sure that I trust you with my attention. And the fourth piece is project management. If you just need to be able to get things managed through a process, how can I help you through that project management? Those are my 4 services. And at the very bottom, when you click, it takes you to a 15-minute application call. Now, this discovery call is literally just to say, look, you recognize pricing, you recognize this. This is what I do for customers. This 20-minute application call is not for somebody to talk about all the pain points in their business. At this point, they've already filled out a survey when they scheduled their 15-minute call. And so I know what those problems are. This is for them to be able to say, these are my problems and I do want to work with you. And this is for me saying, all right, I'd like to work with you. These are the next steps, and make sure that we're actually a good fit. We kind of stand on the same playing field. And then we make sure that everything's good to go and we get started. Always started with a funnel hack. I start most everything with a funnel hack where I go into the industry, find out what's working for you. And then I take that away. We do a one-on-one and we sit and we deep dive on this thing for at least an hour and find the strategy that's going to work for you out of all the strategies that were available in your niche. I'm looking at your niche to figure out what is working today and how can we use that to accelerate your business's funnel build, your whatever we're going to do going forward. That is what this involves. So it all starts first and foremost with a hack. And if you want any services after that, that's your decision. But you can also take this hack, all this information and everything, and go somewhere else. That's fine. It's your choice. But it does give us an opportunity to test the waters and for me to give you something of real value. Literally, my sales funnel is that simple. I have 3 sales pages, kind of. One of them is my home page-ish, right? Has all of the stuff, talks about the pain point in the process. I have my second page, which is my services, so that way they know all of the things that I can provide to their business. And the third one is the praise. It's the report. It's the work examples. So that way they know I actually know what I'm doing. And all of them, their whole call to action is to go to one page. And that page is a schedule page. And after the schedule page, I give them a little bit of homework. So it's literally a 3-page funnel with 2 extra sales pages. It's that simple. Once again, if you want this to be downloaded instantly into your ClickFunnels account, just go to www.hackthatfunnelradio.com and register an account. It's free. I don't spam the ever-living daylights out of you. At this point, I'm emailing maybe weekly, maybe twice weekly. It's not a lot. I'm just giving you the updates that you need in order to get moving. So go sign up, get inside. You get a whole bunch of freebies on the other side, and you'll be able to download this automatically. Now, how can you use this for your business? Like literally, now you have my strategy, you have the template. What is your service? What do you provide? What can you create as your funnel? What can you provide as your service? That is the takeaway I want you to think about. Go download this template and get started right away. Sweet, awesome sauce. I hope you found something in this episode that made your mind explode. Now, would you like to take it to the next level? What if I give you the keys to the funnel hacking kingdom? What I want to give you is my Master Pack 5-day training for free. All you have to do is go to hackthatfunnelradio.com, put in your email, submit, and you will get my Funnel Hacking Master Pack right now, 100% free. It will teach you what to hack, where to hack, how to hack, and when to hack. All you have to do is go to hackthatfunnelradio.com and get it now. hackthatfunnelradio.com.